What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marvelous Statues. As always, I'm George, and today we have the first Avenger himself. This is the review of the Captain America Civil War statue by Iron Studios. You know, before I usually go into a review, I talk a little bit about the backstory of a character, but everybody knows who Captain America is. Everybody knows the story about how the scrawny boy from Brooklyn, ended up in the super soldier program, which turned him into the superhero that we have today. This version of Captain America is based on the cinematic movie Captain America Civil War. This is during a time period where the collective nations are tired of the superheroes and how they're leaving a wake of destruction through their battles, regardless if they're trying to help us or not. So they form this Sokovia Accords, which requires that all humans or that have abilities or superhumans, mutants, that they need to register. And Captain America didn't agree with that. Having fought through World War II, he saw what happened through the Registration Act, and he didn't agree with that at all. So he fought against it and then became a war criminal. So that's what this statue depicts. Let's get into the review. All right, so the sculpt. What blew me away about the sculpt, the thing that stood out to me the most when I first pulled this out of the box, is the texture that is used in this statue. I think it's outstanding. I mean, sure, you can see it, and most people do it in the base. You can see it in the cement here and the diamond plate flooring. Or steps, that looks fantastic. They did a great job. But where it stands out the most is in the suit. Starting from the boots, the texturing here is made to look like distressed leather, and they complete it with the way the leather is overlapping and all of the stitching. It gives it a look of worn material, so you can see that this has got some flexibility to it, and that he's actually been using these boots in battle. So really nice touch. Really digging that they went as far as giving us the padding, the soles at the bottom of the boot, so that's really cool. But in the suit itself, it's outstanding. I mean, just look at all this texture going on in the suit all the way through it. It's fantastic. It borders on hyper real. It's just ridiculous. Gives it the appearance of a nylon or the Kevlar material that you would expect to see in a military suit. You can tell by the folds that they have here in the pants, and in the back here, that this is a rough and rigid material, that it doesn't have a whole lot of give, but allows Cap to move in battle. So that's really cool. They did a good job here on the belt, keeping in with that more distressed leather material that they have going on in the boots and in the gloves. You have some areas here that appear like it was mixed media, but it isn't. It's actually sculpted, made to look like nylon, so that looks very nice. Cap's shield is looking just like it did in the movie. I love all of the etched areas here. Everything here is sculpted in, so that looks really nice. The only issue that I had with the shield and the hand is the way that it attaches to the arm. So here it goes in, it connects right at the wrist. But the strap in the back is part of the shield, so it kind of slides over the forearm, and because of that, they had to make it loose. I feel that it should have been more tight, so maybe they could have made the connection a little bit higher, but it doesn't take away from the piece. It's actually hidden because the shield's blocking it, so it's not something that's glaringly noticeable, but it is something that I'm nitpicking at, I guess you would say. The gloves, like I said, have more of that distressed leather texture, and then they have a little bit of this rough nylon material to break it all up. It does a really nice job there. And the same thing goes in the suit. You have different types of texture going on there to break it up. So it makes it real nice, and that star just stands right out, sculpted and raised. So then moving on to the portrait, I think that it's about a 80 to 90% likeness to Chris Evans. They did a pretty good job with his look. Obviously it's blocked out a little bit by the helmet, but the mouth and the nose definitely reads like Chris Evans, so that's very nice. They have light texturing in the face. Since the body is completely textured, Having the face lightly textured is nice because it gives it nice contrast. And that helmet, I love this helmet. I feel that this is probably my most favorite helmet for Captain America in all of the movies that have come out so far. I'm digging the way you have smooth and textured areas that break apart and just make it a very interesting looking helmet to see. So great job there. They also did a real good job with the sculpting here on Ant-Man. I know he's really small, so there's not a lot of detail on him, but he definitely reads like Ant-Man, and pretty cool as well. So hands down, I think they did an outstanding job with the sculpt here. Very cool piece. All right, then moving on to the paint. I think they did an equally good job here with the paint. It's outstanding work. I think it's fantastic to look at in person. I'm trying to explain to you what I'm seeing here. So what's awesome about the paint is to go along with this hyper-real looking texture, they're giving you a lot of distressed look in the paint. So it looks very worn. You can see that down here in the boots where the lower area of the soles have this faded, dirty look. So you can tell that he's been wearing these boots a lot in battle and running through. The base itself, the flooring, the stairs have a rusted, and you can almost see where some of the lighter metal is appearing through the plating. And then the cement itself on the floor has varying levels of gray to give you that realistic look. The blue in the pants has distressed looking areas, so you have like these lightish brown hues to the blue, so it's not all one color, which I think is really cool. Makes it look like he's been in battle and it's been dirtied. And it's most evident here in the shield. You can see the scuffing and scrapes, and they have these like burnt looking areas where you could tell that Cap has used the shield to defend himself when somebody's shooting or blasting some kind of laser at him. So I think that's done well. So very good. They did an awesome job on painting the portrait. I think the skin tone looks fantastic. They added in even the red hue on the ears, so it looks very realistic. The only area in the paint that I'm not digging, and this is more of a nitpick, is because again you have to be on it to see it, is in the thumbnails. On both of them, it's got like a pink color, almost looks like nail polish. I think that they could have used a different tone there to make it look more realistic. Otherwise, the paint I think is fantastic. They went with kind of a muted color to it to give it a more realistic appearance. So I think it's great work. Good job on the paint. All right, so I feel that the design and the production on this piece was handled very well. I am digging the quality of this piece. It definitely has a feel of quality. It has some weight. The piece weighs somewhere around 15 pounds. So it's kind of got some heaviness to it, which I like. Captain America feels very solid when I took him out of the box, so that's all very good. There are a few little areas, like I said, with the strapping here that I felt could have been done a little bit better. And then up in the portrait, it is a little bit loose, even though the magnet is holding it on. It's a very strong magnet, so it's not like you can pull it off. But his head sits a little bit loose in the neck area. Even if you're on it, you couldn't tell. So that's nothing that takes away from the piece. It's something that you would, just to let you guys know that if you do get the piece and you do see that it's loose, that's normal. That's the way it came from the factory. A little added bonus in the design is giving us this Ant-Man here, which is pretty cool. I like how you're able to move him anywhere you want on the base, so you can make your scene the way you want it to be. Me personally, I almost prefer to have him in a spot, which prefer there was like a magnet, because I feel like him being loose like this, it's a chance for it to fall, or if you have kids, that they're gonna just come and grab it. But still, I like having the options, so that's pretty cool. The other thing that's cool about the design is that Cap himself can be moved slightly, so you can kind of position him on the base as you see fit. So I think that's also a little added bonus there. So other than that, very solid piece, like I said, and very well designed. So real good job there. All right, so my final thoughts on this piece. I am happy and very pleased to be proven wrong about this one. I was a little bit on the fence with it, mostly because of the pose. I felt that it was a little bit defensive and reserved, and I would have preferred it to be a more offensive pose. But now seeing it in person, I was wrong. I think it looks amazing. I'm happy that my brother is going to have his first piece, and you know, it's a real nice piece to have. So I think it's very well done. In my opinion, I've seen the images of the other movie Captain Americas, and this one and the other one by Iron Studios, in my personal opinion, look the best. So I think if you're on the fence of getting this one, it's definitely worth the buy. I know they're in limited quantity right now, so if you're looking to get it, you should probably act soon, because if it's anything like the last one, they're going to go up in price on the second market. So yeah, I'm blown away, and I'm happy to be proven wrong about this piece. All right, guys, so I hope you found this informative and fun. If you did, you know, give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. If you're interested in getting this piece, I left a link in the description below for you guys to get to it. If you want to talk to us, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and the Marvelous Statues group is always looking for new members. So if you're interested in any of that, the links are in the description below. We are going to be coming back at you with more unboxings, more reviews, and more news, so stay tuned for that. And until then, see you next time.